Hey, how you doing? It's Mike from Get Your Rock Out, and I'm here with the awesome one who just blown Manchester away. How you guys doing?
Really very well.
Thanks.
Thank you. Brilliant. That was a fucking great set.
Oh, that was amazing.
I was going to say, you enjoyed the crowd listening?
Absolutely.
Great, man.
Yeah, really cool crowd tonight. It's been like that pretty much every night on this tour, I'd say.
It's been an awesome tour so far, hasn't it? Really fun.
Absolutely.
Of course, the headliner is White Wizard. Your former band.
Yeah.
That's all good. What was it like being with them? I mean, it's a brief stint, but
it was eventful. It was fun. For me, it was great fun and a great learning experience. It's a shame that it ended, the way it did. But at the same time, it didn't, it wasn't due to arguments or negativity or anything like that. It was just a visa. I just couldn't get a visa to go back to the United States. So the good old States.
It's always the way, isn't it?
But yeah,
Sam.
But of course, Sam. But that's basically what happened. But still, it was a great time and, like I said, a learning experience for me.
All right. Well, let's talk about what the band represents, what you stand for. You say you're bringing back the old school metal sound, the old British metal sound.
Damn right.
Hell yeah.
This may be a bit of a stupid question because I heard a very Maiden-esque set in there, but what is pure British metal to you? What represents pure British metal?
Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Saxon Thin Lizzy,
Deep Purple,
Rainbow, Zeppelin. Well, there you go.
etc.
I like that you said Rainbow.
Absolutely.
But you say the sound's been missing for the last 30, 40 years. Really. Is that due to a lack of bands playing the sound, or is it due to a lack of interest on the metal going public to that?
No, it's a lack of. Well, I think what it is the fact that it's partly a cultural thing, especially in the UK, because true heavy metal hasn't gone anywhere in Europe, or Japan. It's always been there.
It's always been there.
It's just the UK.
Right.
And like I said, partly it's cultural, it's socio-economic. There's many reasons for it, in my view. And mind you, all you have nowadays coming out of Britain is rich kids that can actually afford to do it. Whereas all the bands that started this movement, new wave of British heavy metal, it was just working class guys that had something to say, and it was not all about them, it was about the audience. And I think that's been missing, and I think that's what Monument is all about. It's all about the audience.
Yeah.
So, and I think that explains why we've been, getting so much, positivity since we started, because it's genuine, and it's just something that no one dares to do.
Yeah.
Everyone's just trying to do the American thing, and just because they think it's a quick way to success, to getting signed.
What is the American thing? What is that?
A Lamb of God, or the Cowboys from Hull, as I call it. We're not
baggy jeans and
we're not that.
Not a big fan of that kind of music.
I am. I'm a big fan.
Same
We're all.
here.
We all are.
We've just been in the car listening to Alter Bridge on the way here.
But it's not who we are.
Right.
I live in Barking, for fuck's sake. I'm not going to sing about the fucking chicks I got shagged in,
Oklahoma,
Detroit.
You can leave that to the fifth album.
Yeah, exactly. When I run out of ideas.
Well, the reason I ask is, I know a lot of bands who have a similar kind of sentiment, they're bringing back the old sound, bringing it back.
Can you name me one that is actually playing British heavy metal? Because everyone is...
You can go to Lancaster and listen to a band called Eliminator, they're really good. They play the old style, the new Roman kind of style.
So we should do a show together.
Probably, yeah. I'll plug into
Yeah, probably.
But
as far as I'm concerned, we're the only ones that do it exactly, the way, in my view.
Well, this is my point. They are out there, but as you say, doing the rich thing, if they have the money for it. A lot of these bands, they don't seem to want to take the steps to become more well known, and they seem to like that. They seem to like being on the underground.
Kind of.
They seem to like that. They seem to like playing to a room of 30 people, and they insist it's keeping it old school, but not playing to more people.
That sounds more like an excuse. No one, trust me, no one likes playing, for 20 people.
Right.
It's not that at all. I think if you're good enough and you get out there and do it, people will appreciate that. That's just my view. At the same time, yeah, there are many great bands out there that don't get a second chance because they don't have the connections, they don't have the budget, the experience, there's many reasons. But my view has always been, if you're not successful, there's something missing. It's not just the networking, it's not just, you know, you must be doing something wrong. If you play in front of people sitting like this, then you're doing it wrong. Right. Not them. It's not the audience. You're doing it wrong. That's just my view.
And it's so tricky because there's so many elements to it, like you said, from the PR sort of side of things, image, the music, obviously. There are so many things that can go wrong, and if just one or two of them are out of place.
Yeah, I think you need to represent something that is easily identifiable. You know.
Yes.
And everything, you need to think about everything. You know, who are you as a band? You know, what do you represent? And most of the bands that you're mentioning may have elements of classic British heavy metal, but at the same time, I just can't take someone seriously playing, you know, something that sounds like Judas Priest when they look like they should be Lamb of God, for example. You know what I mean?
I should point out, I'm not including Eliminator in any of this. They asked for a band. They asked for a band who play old school metal. I named them. I'm not including them in, you know, bands that don't want to be successful. Anyway, let's talk about something else. Let's talk about you covered Black Knight in there. It sounded amazing. It was in tribute of John Deere. Great keyboard player, in my opinion, the greatest.
I agree.
Keyboard. Tell us about recording that with the Firewind keyboard player as well. What was that like?
Well,
it was great fun. It was great fun. Like, my experience was I'd literally joined the band like a month before, and it was the first time in the studio with these guys, and it was such a great vibe for me to do this, you know, because everybody just puts their whole heart into it in this band. Like, everybody gives their best, and it just makes you work that much harder for it. And it was great to just pay a homage to someone that amazing.
Absolutely.
You know?
Basically, how this came about is that our drummer Matt. We were just discussing, you know, because first of all, we were all like massive Deep Purple fans, massive, and we were just discussing that we should do something, you know, like a tribute. Yeah. And trust me, it's not for the money, because it's all the money from the sales is going to John Lord's charity. Actually,
I was going to say, do you want to tell us about that charity or based on?
So it's basically a cancer research charity. Which to me is something very important, because it's like, okay, I agree with charities that are about, you know, pets and what have you, but let's just start taking care of humans first, you know, and just prioritise. Yeah. You know, so this is something that personally
I can see you doing an advert.
That personally I just really, you know, believe in. And we're just, you know, we're talking, you know, like, oh, well, what should we do? And Matt came up with the idea of approaching the Sulfur Jam and just saying, okay, do we have your endorsement and your permission to do this? And we did, and here we are. And I have to say, it's just surreal being endorsed by Deep Purple, you know, and the camp.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that, because they did a tribute to the Machine Head album last year, you know, Metallica were on that, and on that. I've heard that they're going to do an in-rock one, and there's a possibility that your version of Black Knight will be on there. I don't know.
That's the first time we've heard of that.
I don't know whether I'm hearing that.
Like,
well, I don't know whether I'm hearing that because fans are saying, "Oh, you should put the Monument version on there." But I've definitely heard rumblings. That may just be people who have heard it saying, "Oh, you should definitely put their version on."
Could
but
be.
Just saying, you may have a call.
We obviously we haven't had it yet. We'll let you know, but you can have the exclusive. No, that'd be amazing if that happened.
So good. What are your other favourite Deep Purple songs then, besides Black Knight? Because we could talk about this for hours. Fuck the other question.
Actually, we haven't talked about Bob, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Well, basically, he's just a friend of mine, as you know, for years. And I just immediately, there was like no question that he should play the keyboards. Because in my opinion, he's like the greatest modern keyboard player.
He is the best guy out there.
I can't think of anyone that is so multi-talented, you know, and so good.
Yeah.
And like I said, obviously I've sang in his album, and you know, we've been friends for years. So yeah, just sent him a message and said, do you want to get involved? He was more than happy to do it.
Sounded great.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers. Yeah, he did
So
an
yeah.
awesome job.
So that's that. Next question.
I was just saying, what are your other favourite Purple songs? You must have.
Alright.
It's fun of them.
For me, it's like stuff like Burn, Perfect Strangers.
Yep. Child in Time for me.
Yes, that is a great
Those
song.
high-pitched screams. Oh,
Stairway to Heaven and Child in Time for me. Just up there.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Oh, like,
maybe
yeah.
Stargazer as well.
yes.
Rainbow.
Yeah,
That's
Those are the standard ones.
Yeah.
You heard the new album?
Oh, yeah.
What, Deep Purple?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Uncommon,
It's amazing.
Uncommon Man is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard.
I think,
Blew me away.
and Killen sounds like he's 20 years younger.
I know, I said
Yeah.
that. I don't know what he's doing to maintain that, but it sounds amazing.
Black magic, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe involved.
Right, well, we're going to have to wrap this up because I've got to go see White Wizard. But you have a message right into the camera for all our readers.
Dan Bourne will tell you all about it. True British heavy metal, motherfucker. That was rubbish, so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to say just keep supporting British heavy metal and Monument, and as long as we have your support, we're not going to stop doing it.
He does it a lot better.
Monument, coming to big arenas near you very soon. New album out in the new year. Thank you guys very much.
Thank